Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. How are you today? Well, I hope that everything with you is copacetic. I hope you had a good day. As for me, I had a fabulous day. What about you, baby crone?
Yeah, baby Crone had a good day.
Well, let me tell you, your lips are popping. They're popping. They're
thank
popping.
you.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a quick recap on the Potomac. So let's get in it and let's see what's going on. Let's go, baby crone. Let's do it.
Alright, so firstly, on episode 6 of the Potomac Housewives.
We're on the 6th episode already?
Yes. So we are just finishing it because it was continuing. This episode started off with the burn session and the end of it. And Karen and Mia decided to leave the party as Candiace had already left because Candiace was done with Ashley and everyone else at this point.
What are we talking about here? I have no idea what you're talking about.
The burn session at the very start after Candiace.
Was this last week or this week? I'm lost.
It was this week because it started off with the end of with them fighting.
Okay.
And then so I believe it was Gazelle who went back and told Robyn what had happened at the dinner table, and that Ashley was telling, basically Ashley and Candiace was going at it with each other. And Gazelle, and then Gazelle also had a talk with Candiace, and that was not a good talk whatsoever because Candiace did not want to hear what Gazelle had to say, because Gazelle just said nothing happened. I was just uncomfortable that a married man led me to a room that was vacant.
Also, one of the things that I listened to, you can take what Gazelle said and you can make it out to be, she's over the top. And maybe she is, but nevertheless, she have a point. Who are we to tell how somebody feel about anything?
Exactly.
But he did say he was 99%. So he wasn't even sure,
Yep. And honestly, Candiace is just getting tired at this point.
Well, what I don't understand about Candiace is, if you trust your husband so much, why are you fussing? Why are you losing your cool? I don't understand that. And what I don't understand about any woman, don't ever say what a man won't do. Don't ever say what a woman don't do. Don't ever say, I know you like the back of my hand. We don't even know ourselves like that. So for Candiace to be like that, she is just out of pocket to me.
And another thing that she said that was out of pocket was that Gazelle is the reason why women can't come forward with their stories.
I think Gazelle is a reason why you would come through, because even as something as minute as that, she came through and she told you.
Yes.
As a friend, you don't have to like it, but I can respect the fact that you're covering your tail, but her husband didn't deny it. He denied it, but with a 99%, it wasn't certain.
Right.
So, I don't know why Candiace is acting
it's
like
just
that.
The rules
calling her horrible names, called her a C word. That's, I just can't stand Candiace's mouth. That's the thing for me. That little stick of butter. She just got a lot of mouth that just oozes out of her mouth, fatness, just fat, just come out of her mouth. And that is what I like Candiace. I just don't like it that she just say filthy things out of her mouth. That really bothers me. Go ahead.
Yes. And also what Candiace said was that Michael has paid a male escort to do sexual things with. And then later on, I think it was Robyn that said that she heard about that years ago.
That's what Candiace was saying, to try to get one up on Rob. I mean on what's
Ashley.
On Ashley.
Got you.
She was just trying to get one up.
Yep, it was becoming a tit for tat at that point. But also, she wants to try to get a deal with Trina because Trina was in Atlanta, so she wanted to see if
Trina the rapper.
Yes, if Trina the rapper will do a song with her.
I'm sure Trina will.
Yes, I sure hope Candiace gets that. So moving on, we learned that Ashley is bisexual.
Yeah, I did. I was shocked over that. However, let me go back again. One of the things that I would have had an issue if I didn't have my own bathroom and I had to share a room.
Oh.
I would have definitely having to go in, especially when Gazelle said that Robyn takes 2 pools in the morning.
Yep.
And they got to shit with, no. See, that would have been an issue for me.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been an issue. And why is it that Karen always get her own room? Why do they put her up on? I don't understand that either.
I don't know. And I think this is the second time that they went on a vacation and it was Karen's birthday and she got a room, but that's besides the
They
point.
always look out for Karen like that. I like Karen, but you on that show just like everybody else. Your age don't mean nothing, honey. Though you ain't that older than them women, so I don't get that. But I do love Karen. She seems more like the mother of the bunch.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. But I like her because she tries to be fair. I like Karen.
And so Ashley was talking to an attorney because Ashley wanted to hear the attorneys.
She wanted to know the ins and outs. She wanted to know her rights. She wanted to know things. And I think it helped put her to bed. I think it put a lot of things to bed with Ashley.
Yeah.
However, I don't know if Ashley have her home. Did you find it?
And no, I did not find it because all the articles just quote her saying that she found a house and that she's willing to put a payment towards it, but it's not like it's official and it's just quoting from one of the newer episodes from this season.
Or maybe they're just holding it back from us.
You're right.
Because I think that Ashley have a house. I read somewhere where I read that she got a house. However, allegedly, I don't know, but I think I read where she got a house. What else?
Yes, and also.
But and another thing, it's good to see Ashley back. She's more mature, but she still squeaks down her beers out of the bottle. She's still throwing back. That's my girl Ashley. She's still doing TikTok. She was doing TikTok videos
at the airport.
Yeah, I love Ashley. She's one of my favorites.
Yes. Ashley is another girl that looks like she knows how to have fun too.
And she does. And when she says she got married, they were open and she was fluid. And she says, and after she had her sons, she didn't want to do that anymore, you know. I mean, but she did say she was a bisexual. She was bisexual. I didn't know that. Well, I thought that she was just having those flings with her husband because that's what he wanted. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that she was bisexual.
She probably put it out that way that she was just doing it for her husband.
Well, I don't know because she's always been honest, but to come out and say she's bisexual. So if you ever hear about Ashley with another female, don't freak. It's normal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What else?
So Mia had a little session with her friends where she talked about finally telling people that she did not have cancer, but she still had to get the lymph nodes removed. That's a little bit for Mia, but Mia did plan this getaway to
It was
Miami.
a nice trip with food and everything. I just think the rooming accommodations wasn't appropriate for the guests that she had.
Yes, that is very
For the
true.
guests that she had. Because I would not, you know, baby Crone and I would share a room all day long. As long as she got her bed, I got my bed. And, you know, of course I can share bathrooms with you because, you know, she's my daughter. But I would still like to have my own room. You would still like dump my clothes. You know, I get that. And have your own bathroom.
It's crazy because it's only 6 bedrooms. There's 9 people. Yes.
And you know, Mia and and Karen has their rooms. So that only leaves what? 4 rooms?
Yes, that leaves 4 rooms to fit amongst 9 other.
No, not 9.
7 other people.
Right.
And Cherise said that she does not want to stay there.
Because she says she snores or she sleeps in the raw.
understandable.
That's understandable. I wouldn't want to sleep with her. I wouldn't want to sleep with her and she says she snores. You know?
Yeah. But also who came along as well as Charisse, Jacqueline, who is friends with Mia, also came. And interestingly enough, Karen approached Charisse at the airport.
Were they friendly? Well,
No,
anyway, let me get back to Gazelle. When Candiace wanted to have a sit down with Gazelle, I just think that Gazelle didn't say her husband did anything.
No.
Candiace wanted to twist it and make it he followed you, whatever
yes,
she
you
was.
lured him
You
in.
lured him and he lured you in. I'm like, she said no. She's doing this. Why?
She just wants to believe it's everyone out for her man.
I don't know why she believed in that. I have no idea. But the fact is, you never underestimate. I would sit on that. I would say, thank you for telling me. I would talk to my husband. I would still be cool, but I would say, you know what, we chill with the women right now. But Candiace got this thing, my husband do a lot for you, this, that, and the other. What that got to do with the price of clothes in China? I have no idea. This is where she seemed immature to me.
Yes.
She's acting like a little child. She called her a C, a B. For what? You want to be angry.
Calling them liars.
Liars? Why would they? I mean, I don't know if Mia, I'm still not sure what's he stirring at Mia. I'm not sure about that. I have to see that. I question that part. But Mia is one to go and say something. But Ashley, she doesn't have no reason, but I do think that Ashley is letting Candiace get a feel of what it's like to go through it. And I think that she's realizing that it's not a pretty sight. And she thinks that they just going to come in after her husband. It can't even be that your husband did something. That's what's so pathetic about that. But I don't like the way she called Gazelle names. And I just think that she's so immature, and I call her Tasmanian Candiace, because she whips into a little demon, and it takes over her loins, and she says things out of her mouth. She just got to get with the right person, because I know she couldn't talk to me that way. We would battle for words for days, honey. Ooh, because her sharpness will make me even sharper. You know.
Yes, I do.
So, but I like Candiace. I just wish that she would be a little bit more sensitive and not be so irked by this. Especially when your husband said he was 99%. I would have been like, why not 100?
Right.
Because there was a reason of doubt.
And the story switches between them, because Gazelle says that he invited her, said, let's go to your room and talk. And he's saying that Gazelle said, let's go to my room and talk.
I just think it doesn't matter at this point. What matters is I do think there was a feeling that was exchanged. And I do understand that men can give you that feeling without coming on to you. So I do understand what Gazelle said. Should Gazelle have said something, hey, look, it makes TV. Look. It is what it is. It is what it is. She probably talked to the managers or whatever, and they probably said, yeah, bring it in, because everything there is scripted. It ain't no coincidence.
Yeah.
This is scripted, you know. A lot of this is scripted. I'm sure their emotions are raw, but I believe some of this is scripted. So, go ahead.
Yes. And actually continuing on Candiace, because Candiace did say, who was it that she talked to? I think she talked to Robyn on the phone and was explaining the tweet that her husband had put out, and it was in response to Gazelle, because...
Did he apologize?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
He was just coming out and feeling some type of way and venting about the situation.
Sometimes, you just have to say, you know what, I apologize. I didn't mean anything by that. I am sorry I offended you. I apologize. I meant nothing. I just didn't think of it like that. But it's late at night. Your wife is not there. I get all of that. And you know, men can do innuendos and come on to you without coming on to you. But they can lead it up to your imagination. And I think that's what he was doing with, I believe he was doing that with Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe he was doing that with Gazelle.
Yes.
And why not Candiace? They're beautiful women.
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead.
Yes.
But no man could get me worked up like that. I would just be like, okay. I would be okay. I would talk to him, but I wouldn't let that get under me like that. If my husband said, they say he didn't do anything, I would say to my husband, don't be alone with them girls right now. You're a mark. You're a target.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you're doing, don't. Or stop. Because the cameras are rolling. That is exactly what I said. And I love you. Don't make this come between us. That's how I would handle that. It's no need in getting mad. I'm a grown up. Yeah. I mean, silly rabbit, tricks off the kids. You know? Yeah. So I can't. I'm too mature for that. It wouldn't. Gazelle could not upset me with that. No. I would respect her telling me that.
Exactly.
I would. At least I know that if you did, you would tell me. I could respect that. But you got this silly Tasmanian devil, Candiace. She doesn't think. She just reacts and spew vomit from her mouth. I'm sorry.
Yes, no, that is what she does.
And she's sharp. You know, for her to be such a tiny, mighty mo, she got a sharp tongue.
Believe in Jesus, because she was like, we know the Lord here. And you don't have a godly mouth. But anyway, speaking of problems, it was interesting to see that Wendy and Robyn were in the same car together, and they were actually
Robyn can tolerate Wendy, and that's showmanship. But believe me, as long as Wendy is looking at me like I'm volatile and I have never laid a hand on you or anyone in this show, I wouldn't like you either. Wendy is something. Wendy got some stuff with her. Even though I have to admit, so far, her attitude has been better.
Oh, well, that's good.
Her attitude has been better. She seemed like she piped down some. But she still do those mean things. Mm-hmm. I mean, to me, Wendy, remind me of those, you know, I gotta say it. I'm just gonna say it. Remind me of the black, some of the, not all, but a few of the black girls that was bullies in my school. Oh. That's what Wendy remind me of. And then she sits back because she's going to play it classy. And now she's going to act like, oh, are you going to tag me? When Wendy know you take off those shoes, she been on kickbox you with them feet. You know what I'm saying? I don't dislike Wendy anymore. She has softened up. And I do think that Wendy is an attractive woman. I really do. I think that she's attractive. And I truly don't think that there is colorism. At least far as I can see. I don't see it. So go ahead.
Yes. So Mia did take the girls on a trip to Miami, Florida, because she wanted to have a grand time in Miami. She seems like she knows how to have fun. But in that, at the very end of the episode, we see her call Peter, because I think Peter owns a bar and she wants to take them over. And then she lists who was coming. She said there's 8 of us. And then he was like, tell Wendy I got beef with her.
Mm-hmm. I tell you one thing, that Peter's looking sexy, and Peter looked good. I mean, Peter, ooh, you said he looked good.
Yeah, he did.
You with that old man, you finally found somebody, because you said, was that Peter? Peter looked good. I mean, whatever Peter's doing, it's doing him well. He looks gorgeous. And it wouldn't shock me if him and Gazelle were together. That's Gazelle type. She like her men chocolate, dark chocolate, and he's Jamaican too. I'm just saying.
Also about Wendy, she talked about how she was with some of her friends. No, she was talking to her husband, and she was talking about how she was grateful this day because her mom was being released from the hospital, and that even though pressures and stuff was elevated, her mother's good and now she's grading out the hospital. And that also gave her time to reflect on how she should start taking care of herself more and enjoy her life. So then her husband hopped on that train and said, so yeah, speaking about enjoying life, what about this business you wanted to do?
And well, he just told her she doesn't need to take on anything else. And I think that's where Peter is. I don't know. We're going to find out more about that. Go ahead. What else?
Yes. So, because Wendy wants to open up a restaurant, a Nigerian restaurant specifically. And then after talking to her husband, because he was saying that it's going to be a financial strain on them, yet again, if she tries to open up a business.
Yeah.
Because she tried a home essentials last season apparently, and it didn't go anywhere.
Candles.
Yes. And here we are again with her trying to open a restaurant.
What does that mean to make it? To me, I don't know about your finances. You've already made it. You already made. I don't know what else I guess she wants to be filthy rich.
Yeah, maybe she just wants to be one of those housewives that turn into a business off of.
Well, she is a business, but I'm just saying. Well, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, true.
Well, anyway, I thought the episode was good. At the end, when I don't know how they did it, but when Candiace and Ashley were talking, and I get Ashley. I mean, I get Candiace. Candiace was saying, pretty much, can you just consider that maybe your husband is different?
Right, and just consider
Can you just consider that? Can you consider that maybe he's different? And she was like, no, see, you set yourself up to be hurt, sweetheart.
Because you don't even want to accept or
you
think outside the box.
You don't even want to accept that you going on this tyrant. When Gazelle, whether you like Gazelle or not, I don't think she would lie about anything like that. She doesn't have to.
Right, and
if it made her feel uncomfortable, it made her feel uncomfortable. It made Ashley feel uncomfortable. And I don't understand why Candiace. She's a child.
Yeah, I know, and she
child.
seems so close to Ashley. And
no, she's not close to Ashley. They done had their things with Monique. So they was trying to be friends again. They was, but they vinegar and oil. No, yeah, they vinegar and oil. They just don't. They mix well when they mix, but they'll wind up separating in the end. So, what else?
Yes, that was pretty much it for the episode. It was kind of boring because they put us in this weird in-between where they stopped us at the very end of the hot juicy take last episode from last week.
Yeah.
Where it was just heating up at the burn session. Then we finished that. Then it's like this weird transition, and now we're just getting ready to start the cast trip. Yet you cut us off at the very end with
it was choppy.
Beef. Like,
it was choppy. It was saying it was supposed to be an hour and a half, but it was so choppy the way they did it. I don't know what they're doing. Nevertheless, it was. I think the treatment that they got at the vacation house in Florida was lovely. I think the room accommodations were not good. You got to consider your guests.
And Mia did say it would be a 5-star experience.
It is not a 5-star if I got to share a bathroom and with other women and a bedroom. That's not 5-star.
And it's not even on the beach side.
And it's not even on the beach. It's in a residential area that's facing the bay. However, it was wonderful. It was nice of her to do it. But it was 5-star in the way it was treated. It probably was 5-star with her and her family. But it's not a 5-star when you gotta share. But it was nice, and it was nice. They didn't have to pay for it, so I think all of that was nice. I really do. And the bottom line is, you can suck it up for as long as you're there.
Yeah,
depending on who you're sharing your room with.
Because
the one thing is sure that Ashley do not want to share a room with Candiace. Yeah, that's a big 10-4. Okay. So, well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the recap of the Housewives of Atlanta. It was
Potomac.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Housewives of Potomac. I hope you enjoyed our recap. Like I said, it's it's been a little boring. It's gotta pick up because somewhere next week somebody gonna throw something and something gonna take off.
Yes.
But the one thing I leave you with, and that is, Mia do not like Wendy.
Yes, that is for sure.
And she made that. That's right. For sizzle my nizzle, she made that for sure. And also Robyn have an issue with Wendy. So, and I like Mia because Mia says, I know women like Mia like me. I don't know women like that, but I know the way that people like Wendy operate. She's a smooth operator. She's smooth, and but she's cunning. And I don't like that about her. And maybe it's because she reminds me of those women that I went to school with that bullied me. So I guess that's what. And I think she's very pretty.
Yeah, she is.
She's a very attractive woman. And I would just love to see more softer parts of her.
Yes.
I would like that. She's really being soft, and I would like to see more softer parts of Wendy. And then she could win my heart back again.
Yes.
I don't like the Wendy being gangster and raw and obnoxious. I don't like that Wendy. I like classy Wendy. I like Wendy classy. She may throw a little shade, but I like the Wendy that get along with everybody because we don't really need no drama. And I certainly don't like the drama. Well, anyway, so I hope you enjoyed our recap this week. Did you enjoy it?
It was good. It seems like a lot was going on when I was taking notes, and then looking back over, I'm just like, it was kind of a boring episode.
It was kind of boring. I thought it was going to pick up a little, but it wasn't. But nevertheless, let's just give it a little bit more time. Now, with that being said, stay tuned while we do Sister Wives.
Yes.
So, thank you, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. See you next week with the Potomac. Ciao.